So, folks, we have to talk quickly about a call to action for you guys. We have to talk about what's happening in Illinois with the state troopers that have been deployed in order to protect protesters, right? Which is that, protest zones have been, created for protesters to protest safely, allegedly. But, yeah. Well, here is Kat Abu Ghazaleh on the scene earlier today.
My name is Kat Abu Ghazaleh. It is Friday, October 17th, and I am once again outside the Broadview Processing Center, where ICE headquarters its operations in the Chicago area. You might remember that 2 weeks ago, we held a press conference here demanding transparency, accountability, and safety. That last demand is for a fence that ICE unlawfully erected to be torn down. And the good news is that third demand has been met. The fence is down. The bad news is that our First Amendment rights are still at stake. They are still being infringed upon. As you can see, I am in the protest area, which is what we call the pre-free speech zone, because we are not actually allowed on this property until 9 a.m. And even then, we'll probably be corralled into what has been called the free speech zone, which its existence implies that everywhere else is a non-free speech zone. I hope you'll join me today at 1930 Beach Street at the Broadview Processing Center to protest ICE's crimes against humanity and show that our First Amendment rights are sacrosanct. It is not our responsibility to accommodate ICE's crimes. It is ICE's responsibility to uphold and respect our First Amendment rights.
And by the way, she's running for Congress. Great candidate. Everyone should vote for her. But she has an update just a handful of hours later. Cops led us into the street as the new protest zone and then beat us repeatedly. Got hit in the face with a baton, leaving to pick up my friends who are arrested. Stay safe out there. You can literally see the mark on her face where she was beaten. Because what is happening is that the state troopers are, well, they're doing this.
Back. I'm back.
I am back. Don't touch me.
Hate you, fascists!
So, yeah, as you can see, it's taken a turn.
Unfortunately, the protests will be long over after my 12-hour flight back. I'm looking into what other options for return flights exist.
Well, Sake Tanuki, I do hope you can link up with a local protest tomorrow. If not, I am sure that there are going to be future No Kings protests, but let's hope that you can get linked up. That being said here, obviously, the initial question is, why are the cops helping ICE? Why are they doing that? Why is JB Pritzker not, doing something about this? And the answer is, well, we don't really know. Like, the real answer is, if we want to see action from JB Pritzker, if we want to see explanations for what is happening, then you gotta call. You got to call. And there are actually a number of different offices that you can call. And if you are in Illinois, especially, your calls are going to matter the most. But basically, here are all of JB Pritzker's office numbers. I encourage you all to call them. I'm actually going to try and space those out a little bit better. Nope, that did not work. Damn. All right. We're just going to go with that. There you go. So, yeah, basically, folks, call those office numbers, leave messages, let them know that like this is unacceptable. It is unacceptable to see in response to peaceful protesters, the state troopers being unleashed to beat them. That doesn't make sense. It is a grave abuse of power, and frankly, seeing these people, these police officers just snatching people up. Here they are later in the day. Just like pulling protesters out of the crowd. Like it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I encourage you all, call, leave a message, let him know, let his office know that this is completely unacceptable behavior, as ICE is snatching people off the streets to have the state troopers doing the same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we would all like to know what is going on with these troopers at the moment. It's truly disgusting. And, I don't really have much more to say about this because I don't really know what's going on here. But I do want to say that we should make our displeasure known. Call, be respectful. You can be angry, but be respectful and let them know, like, the world is watching. We are paying attention. And, like, this is not okay. Especially not on the eve of one of like the biggest protests in modern US history. Okay? Be careful today, chat. Absolutely. He said he was against overreach though. It's, like JB Pritzker says a lot of the right things. I am kind of waiting to see him actually act. I want to see him start prosecuting ICE officers. That's what I would like to see him do. I want to see him tell state troopers to stand down. And I want to see him start prosecuting ICE officers. Like that is what I want to see happen before I start giving him his accolades, right? So, folks, call those numbers, call JB Pritzker's offices, and let him know in the politest and most respectful tones possible. What the fuck, bro? You can obviously elaborate a little bit more than that, but generally, that's the kind of the sentiment that should be expressed. Yeah, don't shout at staffers. They're just doing their best with what they got. That being said, I figured this was important enough to bring up, and we'll move on.
Riverboat Jack is coming to town. All the viewers gather round. Twitch and YouTube is where she streams. All that content is bursting the scenes. Politics, gaming, and plenty more. Her sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord.